As soon as I discovered Airtable,
It's so amazing.
it's just like I cracked the code of life. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, the best place for entrepreneurs and those that want to transform their lives from the inside out to become the best version of themselves. In today's video, we are going to talk about the 8 habits that you can use to become a millionaire. Yes, you heard me correctly. You know me, I'm always reading books and researching successful people, so I have made it easy for you and summarized some of the top habits that you can use to skyrocket your success. So let's get straight into the video and make sure that you watch the end, as I have left the best habits to last. But wait! Before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and now let's get into it. Changing up your habits is literally the quickest way to change up your life. So if you really want to be a better version of yourself, what you need to do is start letting go of all your negative habits and start to adopt more positive habits. Starting with habit number 1, which is to challenge yourself to do something new every single day. By challenging yourself to do something new, it allows you to step out of your comfort zone, which leads you to constantly grow. Now, when I say challenge yourself every day, I don't mean run a marathon if you've never even run 5K before in your life. I mean take small steps out of your comfort zone each and every day. So I did my first Instagram live 2 weeks ago, and that for me was totally out of my comfort zone, but it's crazy because now that I've done it, I constantly want to do more and more Instagram lives because I found it so enjoyable. So if you would like to do an Instagram live with me and do a collab together, send me a message on Instagram or even drop a comment down below, as I'd love to do a collab with you. But just imagine where you could be if by the end of this year, you took small steps out of your comfort zone each and every day. So habit number 2 is to get organized. To be honest, I've always been someone that's quite organized, but as soon as I discovered Airtable,
It's so amazing.
it's just like I cracked the code of life. I literally plan everything on Airtable. My YouTube videos, my Instagram content, my client tasks, all the way down to even my workouts I plan on Airtable. I usually plan my business tasks with my VA, and we communicate what tasks each one of us will do and when we'll do it basically. And it'll usually be no more than 3 tasks a day to allow for room for anything that may pop up, anything urgent. Then we will link everything up to my Google Calendar, and also I'll also link my client calls on my Zoom calls, my calls with my coach, my calls with my VA, deadlines and so on. Now, if you're someone that's not super organized, try planning out your tasks just for 1 week to start off with, and actually do the task that you plan, because that is the most important step. Because I know a lot of people, and I was that person as well, that you just get stuck in the planning stage without actually taking the action. So try baby steps at first and build it up. And once you start getting into the habit of being organized, you won't be able to go back. Trust me. Habit number 3 is to reframe how you look at a situation. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably see that I recently posted this picture, which states that there is no failure. You either win or you learn. And that's a great example of how you can reframe a situation. By simply changing the way you look at things and look at a situation, it can really impact your happiness. So imagine if you reframed the way that you looked at failure and you began to see failed opportunities as a learning opportunity, or even a stepping stone to where you're trying to be, or even an opportunity to skyrocket you to success. Of course, life is not going to be perfect 24/7, but it's how you react to a situation that really determines your happiness. So say for example, you drop this Jo Malone candle on the floor and it's smashed, and you think, oh, I just wasted £50, because yes, they are expensive. You can choose to be upset and angry in the situation, but think about it. What if that candle was left on while you slept and it created a fire in your house? Would you not be grateful that you smashed the candle to prevent having a fire in your house? You can always choose to look at the positives in every single situation. If something doesn't go your way, just think, what could have happened if it did go my way? Would it have been as perfect as you actually think? The next habit is to declutter. You have probably heard 1,000 times that having a clean environment can actually affect your ability to think, but I totally agree with that statement. I notice a huge difference in my productivity when I have a clear desk, and it's because your environment is kind of a reflection of what's going on in your head. Now, it can be as simple as clearing your desk at the end of the day, putting pens into your pen holder, clearing up your post-it notes that might be scattered everywhere, and that will help you to have less clutter on your desk. And I know you're probably thinking, does this really work because it's so small? But definitely give it a try, because I definitely saw the change in my life when I started decluttering my desk after the end of the day. The next habit is to get in the routine of doing 30 minutes or more of exercise each and every day. And this doesn't mean that you have to go for a run every single day if you don't even like doing runs, but try and do a type of exercise that you actually enjoy. It is so important to keep moving, so you may just decide to do a 30-minute walk each day if you want, or you may even want to do yoga if that's what you enjoy. It doesn't really matter what you do as long as you do something every single day. It's important to get your body moving because it allows for your energy to flow, and if you don't have the right energy, your body will not be able to perform the way it's meant to. You won't be able to be as productive as you would hope. Especially if you're a content creator or a business owner, you may actually realize that most of your ideas come to you when you're performing exercise, or maybe when you're doing a walk, which is what happens to me, because your energy is in flow, so it's much easier to think of creative ideas. Habit number 6 is to stop making excuses for yourself. Yes, I know it's easier said than done because I do it myself sometimes, but are you constantly playing the I don't have enough time card? Well, I can find you an extra 2 weeks in the year that you didn't know that you had. Now, you probably think I'm crazy, but hear me out. To have an extra 2 weeks in the year, that is a total of 336 hours, and there are 365 days in a year. So if you wake up 1 hour earlier or sleep 1 hour later every single day, that is a total of 365 hours extra, and that is even more than your 2 weeks you need. The reason I only said 2 weeks is because you need to be realistic with yourself. You can have time to relax and time to unwind, so even waking up 1 hour earlier or even going to bed 1 hour later for 336 days in the year, you will still have 2 weeks extra time. So time is really not an excuse. It is just used when you either don't know how to do something, or you just don't want to do it because you don't have the energy to do it, which goes back to the habit we just discussed, which is to get 30 minutes of exercise daily, which will help you to increase your energy flow. The next habit is to get used to constantly expanding your network. I personally love constantly meeting new people because I love to learn from others. I'm a strong believer of that cliche statement, your network is your net worth. There's places that you can't go to alone. That's why I strongly believe in the power of collaboration. By collaborating with people in a similar space to you, not only are you able to tap into their audience, but you're also able to learn from them. By expanding your network, it can fast track your success because you are surrounding yourself with people that are successful, and you're also being able to be around people in your space, and they could actually become friends for life. And I'm sure you have probably heard the phrase that you are the net sum of the 5 people that you surround yourselves with. So make sure to get comfortable with being in spaces where you might not actually feel comfortable and you might not be the smartest person in the room. It's okay to just learn and absorb knowledge from them. You don't need to know everything. And the last habit is to reflect on how far you have come. This is one often missed by many, and I never used to do it myself because we are always too focused on thinking about how far we have to go, whether that is 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, 10,000 followers on Instagram, 6-figure year. But have you actually stopped to think about the progress that you have actually already made? You may have grown by 100 subscribers last month, but did you celebrate that win? Or are you so focused on that gap between where you are now and where you want to be that you didn't even consider it? So start by celebrating your successes, start reflecting daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and you will see that you have achieved so much more than you even thought you did. Now, it's all well and good telling you the habits that you need to become a successful person, but you may not even have the motivation to pick up the habits and keep going. So if this is you, click on this video here for a few ideas on how to keep going when you just simply don't have enough motivation. Make sure to comment down below if you would love to do a collaboration with me, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Don't forget to turn your notifications on too. Bye my loves!